Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Braden Timmons, and yeah, that's right, I have my holiday theme song opening. It's just the 12 Days of Christmas instrumental. You could actually look it up on YouTube, and it's probably the first one that pops up. But I normally play that theme around the holidays and stuff like that, and it's because it's the holiday season, and even though this channel is very much horror related, and there's a lot of great, Christmas horror films, which I am reviewing. Black Christmas we got coming up here within the next week as we prepare for Dave McRae's It's Me, Billy teaser trailer to drop on December 24th. I'm very, very excited for that, but I hope you guys are all staying healthy and safe out during this insane 2020, guys. It's almost over. I can feel it. At least 2020 is. I have no idea when the world is going to get back to normal and stuff, and actually I don't see it being normal for quite some time, if we're being for real. But today we are going to be talking about something Halloween Kills related, and it's something that has been on my mind for a little while, and it pertains to Dr. Sartain from Halloween 2018. And it's whether or not we are going to get a little bit more detail about him. I know that, the title of this video is Will There Be More? But what I mean by that is, are we going to get to know Dr. Sartain a little bit more in Halloween Kills, even though, yes, he is dead. He's not coming back from what Michael Myers did to him in Halloween 2018. The freaking man got his head smashed in with Myers' boot. He is done for. But we could, because there are flashbacks and stuff like that, to Halloween 1978, and of course that's going to be more pertained to Dr. Samuel Loomis and everything, and kind of getting to understand everything that happened on that night in Halloween 1978. But there is one character in Halloween Kills that could potentially give us a little bit of a backstory about Dr. Sartain. Maybe he became obsessed with Michael Myers during his time as Dr. Loomis's student, and that is none other than Nurse Marion Chambers. I'd actually be really, really curious to try and understand Dr. Sartain as a character just a little bit more, because in Halloween 2018, one of the things that disappointed and really shocked audiences across the Halloween fan base was that twist that where Dr. Sartain killed Hawkins just out of nowhere. And yes, you can argue that, he had said something earlier in the film that kind of led into that, but it was still just like a big WTF moment. And the only reason that that moment exists in Halloween 2018 is for Michael to get to Laurie Strode. I just kind of found it a little bit lazy, but that's just me. But in terms of maybe trying to come to understand him as a character, because I liked him in the beginning. And I'm not going to talk too much about this because I do have another video that I'm working on, and it is, it's about that twist that happened in Halloween 2018. It's about Sartain's turn when he decided to kill Hawkins. And because there were some, Easter eggs earlier in the film, that led up to that moment. But it was still nonetheless very, very shocking. And I do think that that's why David Gordon Green and Danny McBride, decided to do that, because it was just going to be something that was shocking. But still, nonetheless, I feel like that it was kind of a lazy way to go about doing that in order to get Michael Myers to Laurie Strode. But that, again, is just me. But I do think that we have an opportunity in Halloween Kills. I hope that they don't undermine that fact. I mean, I get it. Sartain, he's done. It's gone. You could simply just move on from that. But at the same time, I also feel like that if Hawkins is still alive and maybe something is brought up about it, perhaps Nurse Marion Chambers can be the one to kind of put those pieces together for us, and even say that as a student of Dr. Loomis's, maybe Sartain was a little crazy or a little cuckoo or whatever it is. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I would just like to know a little bit more. I'm not saying that they have to, base the entire movie, on that, which would be ridiculous. Nobody would freaking give a shit about that, because now Michael Myers is out for revenge after what Laurie Strode, Allison, and Karen did to him in Halloween 2018. But I would just like to know a little bit more about Sartain, especially, as they kind of go back and forth from flashbacks, because Sartain, I mean, he was pretty old in Halloween 2018. So I'm thinking that in, like, you know, when Dr. Loomis was teaching and stuff, I'm guessing that it was, you know, maybe 10 years after Halloween 1978 or something. Maybe Sartain was in college. Maybe it was even sooner than that. But at the end of the day, I do think that there's an opportunity for maybe Nurse Marion Chambers to kind of fill in those pieces, because she is someone that knew Dr. Loomis, and I'm curious to see what her dialogue is going to be from what happened in 1978 to even now as an adult. Well, she was an adult in 1978, but you guys know what I mean. Like, what she's going to, you know, kind of be able to bring to the table in terms of the story and what details she's going to be able to provide. And I do think that she's going to be the person to go ahead and give us the detail that we would need about Sartain, being that they decide to give us a little bit more of a backstory about Dr. Sartain and how he became obsessed with the boogeyman, obsessed with Michael Myers, because very early in 2018 he had the dialogue, which I love. I love his early dialogue. You know, like when he's like saying, Michael has been my life's obsession. Like, he's examined every single case file written on him, and it was just very Dr. Loomis-y. Now, I'm by no means comparing him to Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis, because there is just no comparison. Dr. Sartain is nowhere near Dr. Samuel Loomis, and because Sam Loomis would just never do something like Dr. Sartain did. So at the end of the day, really would like to get to know a little bit more about Sartain as a character, and kind of see if there was any hints of him doing that, because it was just like a big WTF moment. But that's all I want to talk about today, guys. Post your guys' comments down below. Let me know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Halloween Kills could provide us with a little bit more detail about Dr. Sartain as a character? Please be sure to leave your guys' comments in the comment section. You guys know I'd absolutely love to read them. And stay tuned, guys, because I do have a very, very busy week and a half until I go on holiday break. I'm going to try and throw all these videos together, you know, in a good way. Don't worry, I'm not going to, you know, be lazy with them or anything. But we've got all of the Black Christmases we're reviewing. The Horror Buffs podcast. Every single Horror Buffs episode is going to be available later on today. I'm just finishing uploading all those, and they're pretty big files. And then the Horror Buffs is starting up again, and guess what we're talking about? Black Christmas. And it's all getting ready for Dave McRae's teaser trailer for It's Me, Billy, which is the unofficial Black Christmas fan film sequel that will be out in 2021. And I know that the teaser trailer drops on December 24th. Very, very excited for that. And I'm going to try and get these Friday the 13th videos out as well. So lots of potential content coming, guys. And don't forget, guys, if you guys like this, don't forget to join me on my journey to 5,000 subscribers, and I will see you in my next video.